Yo, what's going on? We got Pill in the house. We got Mike in the house. Jay getting well soon, man. Full
Yes,
recovery, man. We're
yes,
praying for you,
sir.
brother.
Yes,
Got to
sir.
get him back on here, man, so I can bust him up. But yeah,
Yeah,
man. Think Game Podcast. I even running this on the Mike Flett channel, just doing something different today. So, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Let us know how we doing. Give us your input, what you think, something you'd like to hear us talk about before we get into it. And before you get into it, what you think about these people talking about they want to go back to Africa? They want to go live in Africa, man. What you think about that, man?
hey man, if it's better and cheaper, I don't see no
Oh,
problem with it.
how is it cheaper? You start from zero. If you move to Africa, you really must start from zero, unless you got
Hey,
money like that.
I mean, hey, I
I
was
don't know.
shooting.
I got different feelings about Africa, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, what were y'all at when these people over here was over here being enslaved? Why y'all ain't never come over here and get them, man? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
no, yeah,
But I got different
yeah,
feelings about Africa, man. What
yeah.
was the backup in, man? Y'all just let people over here for stuck, man.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they went on the Jesus ship.
You said what?
They went on the Jesus ship.
Who did?
Yeah, the blacks. Well, I really think they didn't just get anybody. You know what I'm saying? When they enslaved people, I don't think they just got anybody. Okay.
What you mean? But I'm pretty sure somebody gave them up. Like it
Yeah,
still was
yeah,
from another country. Somebody was
yeah,
giving up or sold out at some point.
yeah. I think it
And
was.
that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know if it was the. I don't want to say the Congo. Somewhere. Don't get me started on the history stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't moving to Africa. I'm staying right here. I'm good, man.
But I
Sitting
am
there
thinking about
eating.
visiting though. I am thinking about visiting though.
Man, you see how much it costs and all them shots you got to get. I'm like, man, I'm good, man. Man,
I did
eating
look
street
at.
meat, eating the street meat. You don't know what kind of meat it is. You don't know that's hyena meat. You don't know what.
Hey, it's no different when y'all go to them Chinese restaurants.
I don't eat, man. I haven't ate Chinese food in a long time, man. It's been a long time since it's I got to go China about my job. It's been a while, man, since I ate Chinese food, man.
And
I usually get shrimp anyway if I do. Shrimp anyway.
say, welcome to a McDonald's burger.
What happened? The Chinese food used to be like a luxury, man, in the hood, though. When you grew up in the hood, if your
Mhm.
mom brought home Chinese, you feel like, man, that must have been a good week, man. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Some good.
I
But
don't
nah,
even.
man, that sodium intake, though, boy, you gotta. That's why people got high blood pressure now eating that fried rice, man. The MSG and that sodium in there, boy.
Yeah, I did used to
Yeah, I
like
haven't
the
ate
egg
Chinese
rolls.
food, man.
The egg rolls are what's it, crab regular?
Nah, egg rolls, nah. That cream cheese, man. Oh, cream cheese is strong, man. It's a strong tasting cheese, man.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm picky though. I'm a picky eater though. My wife messes me about that all the time. You don't picky eater, man. So
Eh,
yeah.
look,
That's,
he
that's why I
didn't
got
know.
this body by Jake. That's why I
Yeah,
got this
it's
body by Jake. Slim,
man.
trim, and on my toes, man. On my toes like Muhammad
No,
Ali.
now he's too good for the pick five now. Oh man, this dude.
You said what?
He's too good for the pick five
No, I
now.
still do
Oh
the pick
man.
five now. Don't front. Pick five got beef in it too. I still do the pick five.
Oh man.
If I give me another smoker, I'm gonna start doing the pick five. Where these tails rolling, we got to go back to the pick five, man.
I just got the they call it the men's easy bake oven. The Traeger.
Ah,
The
yeah,
Traeger.
yeah.
It's the
You
men's
like it?
easy bake oven.
Was you
I
gonna make
ain't
like
took
pieces and stuff in there?
no you smoke meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't took it out the box yet.
So today's podcast, we talking about the youth are growing up in these situations that people don't want to talk about. Like we think about the kids that's going to school now, especially like Southwest and stuff like that. They always complain about the kids having behavior problems and stuff like that. We finna talk about some of that. What's some of the situation these kids are growing up in? And also dealing with the struggles in life as an individual. Like I say, I got struggles. I'm sure the sure period stuff he deal with as an adult, you're gonna have struggles you're gonna deal with. And guess what? As soon as you feel like you overcame one struggle, here come another one. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's a life.
Yeah.
Then the life analogy, you'll see when we get there. But the first topic is some of the situations kids are growing up in that people are not talking about, or sometimes I feel like as a community, people know these situations, but they just don't want to talk about it. They always want to talk about the best, but they don't
Hmm.
want to talk about the stuff that needs improvement, I guess.
Hmm.
I don't know. It seems like when you talk about stuff that needs improvement, now you're being critical, or it's not all the way true, or it's not like that. But it kind of is, though. You know what I'm saying? Like these kids just didn't get this from nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They say they be acting up in
Yeah.
Central or Southwest, something like that. They just didn't get that from nowhere.
Uh,
You know
I, I think it's a lot of times it's like the parents came from bad neighborhoods,
yeah.
finally made it out, and the kids they don't want to seem too sort of, so they be like, yeah, I came from the same stuff too. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Like you 16, 17 claiming Highland Park. Okay, man, what?
Highland Park's over with, yeah.
It don't even
And
make
then,
sense.
yeah, and I think about the situations like, right, you think about the drug situations. You got families that grow up around drugs pretty much, whether it's family dealing with drugs or selling drugs. It's like it passed down through the family, you know what I'm saying? Um, crime, family of crime, a lot of
Yeah,
people deal with that. Uncles, robbers, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
In the street stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't talk about this. Some dudes
yeah.
grew up in the house where they dad a pimp, man. I mean, that's
Some
real. People that they don't get talked about a lot, but that's a real thing.
some of
And
that
if a
stuff.
dude see his dad pimp women, what do you think he gonna do?
And like if you would have said something like 20 or 30 years ago, like man, but now it's starting to seem like this stuff is almost hereditary. It might have skipped you, then it's gonna pass down to somebody else. Like not necessarily saying the drugs part, but
I
eventually,
mean, the thing is, when you living in a tough situation, the money is scarce, your parents not making money like that, or a single parent, and your brother sold dope. He probably was close to kingpin level. He never really quite got there, but you watched him the whole time. He like, okay, I know what steps to take now. I can take
now
on it
I'm
now. You know what I'm
smarter.
saying?
I'm smart.
Yeah. And some dudes do reach kingpin level. Their brother probably sold dope and they kind of took over to connect some and they reach it, but then they get caught and it's more jail time. It's like everybody's in jail from the whole, what I'm saying, most of the
Yeah,
dudes in jail, from the street stuff. Abusive situation,
yeah.
you got some dudes out there that's abusive. The women, they like. How do you think a dude turned into being abusive? Like, what do you think? Like, if you can see the journey, a path of a
Uh,
dude that turns into being abusive, you know what I'm saying? What you think? If you
uh,
could, if you over your experiences that, because dudes don't start out like that, but I
uh,
think maybe trauma or things that happen and then they never really deal with it, and then
yeah,
it come, what I'm saying, people come around them and they kind of, it
yeah,
turns into a crazy, what I'm saying, sideshow, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. That didn't. That
And don't
didn't.
nobody address it, nobody says nothing, and it's kind of like the Grand Canyon. You know how the Grand Canyon kind of hauled out in the
Yeah,
middle? It's kind
mm,
of like that. You just everything get hauled out, nobody says nothing, and
yeah,
you got these kids growing up and they all they did was see it, and then the the parents never really deal with it or talk to their kids about it. You just expect them to just go and everything's okay now, but that just ain't the case, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Situations like that too, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. And I also think not saying that they softer, but they easily get emotional. You know what I'm saying? They get emotional real
Yeah,
easy.
100%.
And
Yeah.
then it's like you showing how you reacting towards things. Really, you showing me that you really been raised by a woman your whole life.
What you
Like,
mean?
nigga, like the ones like it's different compared to how it was like in the 70s and 80s. It's a little bit different. Parents could, they could throw an alternator at you, and you would still have to go to school and be all right.
Yeah,
Now if you even discipline your kid, you're probably gonna go to jail. They're gonna put it on social media and
yeah,
some more stuff. But
that's true.
yeah, it's a little it's
But
way
I'm saying
different.
like even it's people that grew up in two parent households, but the abuse was so crazy
Hmm.
that affected them too. You know what I'm saying? Like they just don't even want to deal with drama because you know what you seen the maximum of what
Yeah,
comes with drama. You know what I'm saying? And
it escalates.
those situations happens too. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and that was say they just a little bit more sensitive. Like when we saw
yeah.
people arguing, we was like, that was one of the things. You get out of grown folks' business, you go outside or do something else. You know what I'm saying? And even when you
But
go
still, the
outside,
atmosphere is crazy though. Like when you grow up in the house of abuse, it's still kind of a crazy kind of atmosphere. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
but
You don't really and it's gonna affect your kids. I know some people.
mm,
The thing that I think I've seen over the years, like when stuff like that happen, and then it almost go to you pretend like it never happened,
yeah,
and not everybody role can do that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And usually, time the oldest kid see the brunt of it, and the other kids kind of see the tail end or don't see it at all because they didn't kind of got their stuff together or it didn't kind of die down. You know what I'm saying? And usually, a lot of times in those kind of families, the first kids see the brunt of everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, man. Like a lot of kids are growing up in those kind of situations that people not talking about. Like a lot of these kids seeing their mom, they like they grew up with just their mom, but their mom is kind of out there. You know what I'm saying? On a general level, their mom out there, and it's crazy because what I'm saying, how do you deal with that? You know what I'm saying? Because financially, it's hard to live on your own with kids. You know what I'm saying? It really is.
yeah. But
And
but
everybody deal with it in different ways. Some people gonna keep their integrity. Some people is like, it's get it how you live. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But then again, some of these kids are just rebellious. You got to accept it.
Oh, 100%. Some of the kids are just rebellious. I get that too. I'm just saying some of it um they get to a point where they do make their own choices, and we're gonna talk about that too. But I was saying like we even get to the next slide, like how much does these situations affect the kids' mental development? Like you grew up in a household where it's mostly street, you're not taught manners. You're not taught like my mom taught me how to be still, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all go sit down and go ahead and move if you want to. Matter of fact, let me give you some motivation now. Tap tap, you know what I'm saying? You know.
They give you
So I
something
know
to
how
think
to I know how to be off the wall. I know how to jump off the wall and be still, you know what I'm saying? We used to go to church in Sweet Home, you know what I'm saying? The ushers would come pinch you. You can't walk down the middle of the aisle and act all crazy and all fidgety. They'll come put them hands on you, man. Then after they put their hands on you, your mom looking at you because you're embarrassing us. She gonna put them hands on you when she come out the choir stand. So,
Yeah,
but
now you
yeah, a
ain't.
lot of time this generation of parents they not teaching their kids like manners and stuff like that. Because some people thought when you begin taught manners, that was actually like
Slave,
manipulation and stuff like that. But
slavery type of don't say
yeah,
ma'am and no man. I'm like,
how to
what?
be respectful.
Like
Yeah,
who said that is just rude or something? Like, say yes, ma'am, no ma'am. That's
yeah,
just a sign of respect. I'm not taught it.
yeah. Yeah, you don't call your people out by older people out by their first name. Now you done like boy, no,
Yeah, boy, an older person,
boy,
you like, you
boy.
better add a Mr. or Miss or something in front
Mess around, get that sweet chin music like Shawn Michaels. Respect.
of it.
And what do you think some of the situations you saw growing up, just generally? You don't got to say it, but you saw the situations affect them because you knew them. I know I could seen it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in different areas, and you see them. Like I could see how he turned out that way because some of the situations he grew up in, man, it was not for kids to grow up in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seen that happen a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to McClellan, man. You see a dude you went to school with. You like I could see how he was like that because he probably had to be regular. Like some dudes, you grew up in a family where y'all fighting each other just to, you know what I'm saying, just for sport. And this, you're like cousin. They got a big family. You got a big family. All y'all stay in the grandma's house. Said that happens too.
Yeah.
It's like gladiator school. It's almost worse than jail sometimes because you got to fight over the shower, fight over the bathroom.
Yeah.
Who gonna get the thickest part of the bologna? Who gonna get the thickest part of the bologna? You want to fight for it?
Man, I didn't. It's only probably like a few people that I can just think of that, man. At some point, I think it was like in maybe third grade, second or third grade.
Yeah.
Classmate, he was acting up. His mom,
Yeah.
I guess she had to leave work.
Oh, I've had that happen before.
And it was so bad, like it was blood in the bathroom type stuff.
Ooh, man.
Like, well, don't nobody know like what he got hit with or nothing. Well, he in jail now. And I think he got about 50 years. 30, 50. I think he got like 30 to 50. He got a nice little piece.
Yeah.
But but most of the people that I grew up around, shit, they had legit household.
Oh, okay.
It was just, it was just, once they got older, like, damn, well, I need some money type stuff.
Yeah.
No.
No, I know some people that household may not been like super legit, and it's like a mix. Dudes got legit, and some not super legit. Like I say, a lot of, in the 80s and 90s, like what go on in the house, stay in the house.
Yeah.
But the downside to that is if the house is not stable, it's almost like cancer. It just kills everybody that's in it. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody saying nothing, but it's chaos. You know what I'm saying? And
but
that destroyed a lot of households. They're saying destroyed a lot of households, man. Because nobody was. A lot of stuff was left unchecked. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But also, I have to say, like, even like the mom and dad might not have been there, but grandma, everybody, grandma really about the same. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it might have been if somebody else would have came in and saw it, it might have been unorthodox. But to us, it was like, man, this is normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm saying, and it ain't normal. It's normal, but it ain't normal. Like thinking about it now, it's not normal. You know what I'm saying? And when grandma only can go so far. You know what I'm saying? She did it already. She tired. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Like, ain't no running in.
And that's another thing, right? Having parents that don't want to be parents, right?
Yeah, that's
They
a
just
big
out there
thing.
having kids, but you don't want to be parent. You don't want to sacrifice. You don't want to do nothing. You still living like you don't got kids, but you got kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That make a difference in kids' life too, because it's like if you're not engaged in raising me, you're not gonna stop me. I'm gonna do what I want to do. What you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then the person house you dropped them over is like,
Yeah,
probably touching them and some more stuff. Like, man,
yeah, exactly.
that's stuff that probably
Especially
don't.
when you got girls. Especially when you got girls, man. Boy, for real. But yeah,
boys too. Sure.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Mm.
and so the next, like, how does a young person overcome the situation without trouble?
Yeah.
Like navigating that. What you think?
Yeah. Like the old school saying, man, look at your circle, man. That's where you're gonna be if you, in the next 5, 10 years. You look at your circle.
Yeah, and I think too, man, you gotta make up in your mind. Like sometimes you can't control what you're around. The only thing that you got that you can control is you. You know what I'm saying? You can't worry about perception. You can't worry about what people think. And this the kind of stuff that kids don't get talked to about. From what I saw when I was younger, you don't get that talk. I know my mom used to tell me all the time. I think that made a difference. You don't have to be a follower, man. Be a leader. Quit running with the wrong crowd. That will affect you. I think when I look back, a lot of times when I went to Dunbar, I was riding the bus and stuff. I think a lot of times I got picked on like 'cause I was by myself, was a loner a lot. I was kind of rolling by myself a lot, and then hanging around the wrong people because that's just what's around. You know what I'm saying? But trying to fit in. But once I realized I don't got to fit in, I think I realized probably about ninth grade, just kind of got out of that. A lot of it kind of dissipated because I wasn't hanging around the wrong people and
Yeah.
kind of was in my own lane at that point. Ran to the toot of my own drum. So.
That
But yeah, you can hang around the wrong people because you guys are showing proof. Like, man, what you hanging around us for, man? You ain't you ain't this. You know what I'm saying? So
it made so bad though. Everybody in the wrong crowd stayed in the same hood, so it was like,
I know, right?
man.
But you have to. I think I was kids like you don't understand that it's okay to be by yourself. If you go
Yeah,
just go,
yeah.
it's okay to be off to yourself. If that's what will keep you out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to fit in. You know what I'm saying? And I
Oh yeah,
think those conversations just got to be had more with
yeah.
kids.
And you,
If you don't want to do the fighting and stuff, some kids that's what they want to do though. Some kids that's children of the corn naturally. They just children of the corn. There ain't nothing
yeah,
you can
you
do
could
about
tell.
it, man. You know what I'm
You could tell, like,
saying?
yeah, that boy going
Yeah,
down the road.
yeah. But
Oh, don't
some
let, but
kids though, you got a choice. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go down that path because, like I say, you go down that path, you might not come back.
yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
you also
saying?
got to
Like
be able to stand up and defend yourself too. You know.
I understand it, but I know a principal told me this one time. She said you can stand up and defend yourself every time. Shout out to Miss Hudson. She said, if you do that every time, you're gonna end up becoming just like them. So,
Mm-mm.
and I was like,
Yeah.
wow, I didn't even think about that. That was actually a good point. This was when I was in junior high. You get in trouble trying to defend myself, get jumped and stuff. It's like
Mm-mm.
you can keep coming in, you can defend yourself and stuff, but if you keep doing it, you fighting, and you're gonna end up being just like the people who messing with you. And she's like, and it
Nah.
kind of made me think about like what was I doing, like what was I around. How could I avoid learning how to avoid situations, not putting yourself in the wrong positions? I think one of the most when you're young, the most important things that you can develop in your brain is how not to get in position, how
Oh,
not to get in them situations. You know what I'm saying?
like that's what, like, one of the biggest things that I learned. You know, like my 10th grade year, I only knew what, 34
High
people.
school was a little more laid back though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, you forgot 10th grade was kind of crazy. But you went to
Man,
school with them. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
I went to school at Dunbar. I
Yeah.
knew a lot of people from Southwest because I lived in Southwest. But
Mm.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
10th
saying. Like,
grade. Yeah,
for us, it was just like, it wasn't that many of us. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
But
that
I
was
really,
it was a learning
yeah,
experience. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm used to one
yeah.
thing, and you know,
And that's how it was for me at Dunbar because I went on the gang stuff. Dunbar, man, boy. You had Wolf Street, you had Southside, you had all these Village Square, all these kids
yeah,
coming into one. It was
yeah,
crazy, man. It seemed like when I
yeah.
got to Southwest, it was more about hustling. When I went to McClellan, it was more about hustling at that time. Dude was just trying to hustle, man, get that money. The gang stuff wasn't as crazy. I guess because I really wasn't in it either, but
Shit.
it seemed like it was more the hustling, man. The dudes that I seen, it was more hustling and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was both. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you know, it was both. But at that 10th grade year, I was like, man, this is like lean on me on this John. And
Man,
Henderson
I don't
was,
know. It seemed like 10th grade before they did the integration, before they did the ninth grade. When I
man,
went there, it was actually pretty laid back, man.
I don't know
When
what
we only
part
had
you.
7 periods, and stuff,
I don't know what school you was in.
it was on McClellan.
Man, it was going down, man. I don't know what you talking about.
We had 7 periods. We only had 7 periods.
Boy, it was going down. I guess
But
you.
I wasn't with it though. I wasn't with it though. I kept myself away from it, man, because I ain't.
Yeah,
Man, I seen Scared Straight. My mom gave me that. I don't want to go to jail. I'm good, man.
mm,
I'll be whatever I need to be. I ain't going to jail, man, for nobody. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. Like, we out of bounds because we don't know. It's like it ain't nothing but GDs in this mud.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we
Oh
looking
yeah, it
like,
was there. A lot of that. Yeah,
so
a lot of that.
we was out of bounds. You know what I'm
But I
saying?
wasn't claiming that. I wasn't claiming that, so I wasn't even in that.
Listen,
And I
I'm getting
grew up around the hustlers. You know what I'm
I'm guilty
saying
by
too.
association. That's what I'm trying to
That's what I'm
tell you.
saying. By association, yeah, I grew up around the hustlers and stuff,
Mhm.
like down there, BP and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The detail shop. So
You
that's where a
know,
lot of dudes knew me from.
when you get like
Yeah,
shit, that's the South End bus. That's the South End bus. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah.
all getting on the same stop and getting off at the same stop. That's what, but it showed me like, and I'm still cool with a lot of people from uh McClellan. Like
Oh
if
yeah,
I'm
it's
not
all love. It's all
like if I
McClellan
ain't
love for
no
sure.
no ain't no I'm telling you, ain't no number about 3 people there in 10th grade.
Yeah,
And they left. Went to
boy.
Central. I said, dang. So
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
man.
man, you gotta overcome the situation. Don't get caught up, man. I tell them kids, don't get caught up, man. You get caught up with the wrong crowd, boy, it could cost you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, dudes that went to jail just because they hung around the wrong people, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy, but it's real though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah,
that's what one of them things that people don't talk about. Like once you know go a different path and you gonna meet some new people. Like, dang, boy, I wish I would have met
man,
them.
boy,
Met them like 10 years
for real,
ago.
man, for real. All right, to pick one. Thin line between love and hate or Love Jones. If you had to pick one, which one you gonna pick?
And I'm going thin line every time.
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest fan of Love Jones. It's
not me
good.
either. But I know it's people out there like that. That little
Yeah,
neo
love
soul kind of
it.
people. You know, little neo soul kind of people go to the jazz club and all that. From the hood, man. Thin line between love and hate gonna resonate with you. You from the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes go through that cycle all the time. Mess with a girl, sell her a dream,
What was
till
that
pillow
Neo?
talking,
Was it
telling you
Neo
love her,
Long?
get your windows blew out, get your windows busted out.
Hmm.
Hmm?
I watched Love Jones on mute.
I
I
never
watch
really, I
it.
don't know if I even watched the full movie, Love Jones. Just people talk about it. I don't ever know.
It's not that
No one in
good.
my,
It's not that good to me. I'm
I
sorry.
think most dudes probably watched it if you watched it with a girl. That's probably why
Yeah.
you watched the whole movie through. If you watching it with a girl, but no, I don't think most dudes gonna watch it by themselves. But then line between love and hate, though, man, that movie was jumping, man. That movie was crazy from beginning to end. March stupid, man.
Yeah.
They had Devo. They had a lot of people in Martin movies. They had Devo. Like Martin always fight somebody bigger than him in movies. You remember that? He always fight somebody. Oh
Oh,
man.
then now she
What you
left me
looking
on
at? What you
bricks.
looking at, punk? You over here making me laugh.
Left me on
Doing
bricks.
Debo stupid. Tidy Lister. Huh?
She left me on bricks in
Oh man,
front of
oh
the
yeah.
police station.
She put the brick in his windshield. He was riding it was cold in the car.
Goodness. That's
Oh man.
that,
Yeah.
that is a classic. What I'm
Oh yeah.
supposed to do? I can't go nowhere.
Man. Boy.
Martin had a good run.
No, he did have a good
Mhm.
run. But I know when that movie too, man, he was smoking like a mug. He was so high
Oh yeah.
making that movie. Some scenes you could just tell, like,
Yeah.
boy, he done got blazed, boy. His eyes, boy. He was still making the movie though. That's what make it funny, man. You can tell dude would get blazed up though. But yeah, Thin Line. Let me know in the comments who y'all picking. Thin Line between love and hate or Love Jones. So this is Thin Line between love and hate all day. Some people like that neo soul stuff though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
With the dreads, with the shell in it. You going to the jazz club. You know, ain't
Ja-
really my thing. But
Jazz make me sleepy.
you ever met a girl like that when you was younger? You ever met a chick like that was into that kind of stuff, man?
Nah. Nah.
Only hood chicks. Only
Nah. I don't think they.
Oh man, I thought
I,
there's a couple girls like that. They different. It's a
no,
little different,
yeah, you
man.
know the little book readers and stuff like that, but like
They wear the
in
tussin. They wear the tussin deodorant with the ball in it. The roll on deodorant.
they were probably using Suave or Dove. Then. Nah, but
Oh
I
man,
see a lot of chicks now that's into it.
there was lots of like that back then. Just depending on your proximity or what you had access to. Like I said, when I had a car, I used to be dipping everywhere, meet all kind of people, but be all over the place.
Them chicks
This,
scary.
this is definitely different though.
Nah, them chicks scary.
Erica Badu kind of chicks, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
Boy, your life is turned upside down, man.
Boy. So now we talk about the struggle that people deal with, dealing with the struggle in life. First one, struggle dealing with yourself. I do this all the time. I deal with myself, man. Say something crazy. Get on my wife's nerves. I have to apologize, baby. I'm sorry. I messed up. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with Mike, man.
Hey,
And then
say,
being able to be honest with yourself. It's like, man, I need to work on this. I think a lot of people struggle with that. Like they think if you talk to them about something they need to work on, they'll think you criticizing them. Are you being negative?
yo, I know I
Yeah,
need to work on a lot of things. Hey,
yeah,
real.
yeah.
Just be talking crazy.
Be
I can't
talking crazy,
I
boy. I
can't
do it
help it
all the
sometimes.
time.
I
Catch
can't help
myself.
it
Yeah,
sometimes, man.
yeah. Sometimes I gotta tell myself, man, if you don't get out this bed, man, it's early, it's 6:30, man. It's time to get up, man. I gotta deal with myself. I don't feel like getting up.
I just
Boy, if you
snooze
don't
one
get
more
up,
time.
boy, I know, right? Just one more time. Give me 10 more minutes, man.
I'm gonna cut it off. I can wake up in time.
Man.
Mhm.
Like, man, knowing I need to work on something now, like I don't even feel like doing it today, man. I just don't even feel like doing it, man.
Yeah.
Then the health, that's another thing with health, man. Staying on top of the health, man.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes that could be a struggle too, man.
Hmm.
I know some people knowing they ain't supposed to be eating that sodium, but they're like, nah, man, I need some seasoning on it, man. You know you ain't supposed to be eating that stuff, man. Like I know somebody went to the Flying Fish with my bro Leroy, rest in peace. He was like, man, I like it, but man, you just ain't got enough seasoning. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need all that seasoning, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Other people saying that Flying Fish don't put no seasoning on their fish. Like, man, you want high blood pressure, man? Like, some people like they'll care. They'd rather get the high blood pressure, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Some stuff do need seasoning. It ain't gotta be heavy now, but it can't just be
nah, I'm
bland.
good. I'm good. I need to blend. Even when I used to smoke meat, just salt and pepper, not like crazy seasoned salt. That stuff will kill you, man.
Nah,
Seasoned salt, man.
who still uses seasoning salt? Man,
Some people still do. You'd be
oh
surprised, man.
gosh.
Then dealing with the dark side of yourself. Some people never even get to that side of themselves, but I have. I haven't got to that side.
Yeah.
That's what make you more balanced. I guess sometimes you ain't never really lived until you dealt with that dark side of yourself, man.
Man.
Where you can really go there. You really go there for real. And you be like, wow, some people like, I couldn't even go there. But you're like, yeah, do it
Yeah.
like it's nothing. But that's why I can reach people because I understand the struggle. I can explain it. And some people, they don't want to explain. They just don't want to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? They struggle with stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Or
And
struggle
that's when
trying.
you set a dream, you understand when you're really good at setting a dream, you understand the struggle that a person's going through. You can just like when a woman, you understand that it's just certain times she gonna struggle with certain things. And it's like it's kind of like football, like a game plan, you know what I'm saying? Not saying it's right. I'm just saying when you're dealing with yourself, it's like, man, should I really sell this dream? Because I tell myself, I ain't gonna know her in the next 10 years. Another 10 years, she won't know me, I ain't gonna know her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's dangerous. You shouldn't even tell yourself that. But that's stuff I used to tell myself in my 20s. I'm not gonna know her.
Yeah.
But I think the skills that I got though, that's what helped me now in the corporate world is being in the dating world, the communication skills and the mind games people play. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the thing that'll get you when dealing with yourself too. It's like, man, this person want to play mind games. I guess they really want to go there. Let me show them how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Think I was taught a little bit way too early. And
See, I
I mean,
wasn't taught. That's what I'm saying. I had learned on my own. So my own advice, my own vices. I was left to my own imagination and use intelligence for the wrong stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like like everything I was taught. I've been an old dude for a long time. A long time.
But even like I said, when I was with roommates, well, when I was roommate with fam and my cousin though, that's how I was acting like an old man. I still was out there, but I was really calculated in what I did, but I just wasn't applying my intelligence in the right way. So when I was out there, it's like, okay, I'm out here in the animal kingdom. I know it's a jungle out here, but I'm gonna be calculated. I'm not gonna be the one that get got. Just ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you never dealt, some people never dealt with this side of themselves. When you really deal with that primal dark side of yourself, you could go there and do stuff and it don't affect you without a conscience, man. It's pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's actually pretty crazy. Where you can do it and it don't affect you at all. It's like business as usual kind of deal. That's kind of how it is in the corporate world. You know, when dealing with stuff, it's almost like that's how they treat it. Business as usual, man.
Always business.
And I think
Never personal.
it taught me how not to take stuff personal.
Mhm.
Just I don't take it really a lot of stuff I don't take personal, if at all, because people just do stuff.
Yeah.
People are gonna do stuff. And it's up to you how you react to it and how you handle it, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
and
Don't play in my face though.
what's that?
You know, Don't play in my face.
Most people don't really play in your face though. It's usually like subtle, like little
They
mind
they
game
play
stuff.
they play you. That's what I said. They play in your face. They play in your face. Uh, like you pick up on
Cause
like
when you're dealing with women, man, like especially older women, man, they be on some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they'll try you, but if they know that you on that level, they ain't gonna fool with you like that though. Cause
yeah, they
I
ain't
don't
gonna
know. It seems
play.
like when they know, like, you know what, I'm not fooling with Mike like that because he ain't going for that. I can't try that with him. He not going for that. I've had women tell me that. They was like, nah, I know I didn't mess with you like that because I know you're not going for that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
because what would you do? How would you rate your person? Do you think you got a strong personality or you think he's more kind of balanced?
I'm laid back. I'm laid all the way
Yeah, I'm
laid.
laid back, but I think my personality is pretty
But
strong. My wife tells me all the time. It's like she's like, you're not the loudest person, but you kind of got that Phil Jackson kind of
and I
Zen kind of deal going on. You know what I'm
can
saying?
go. I can go there. I can go there.
Huh?
I can go there. Like I'm mostly laid back,
Yeah.
but by then I already done picked everybody apart just to see.
Mm-hmm.
Even just general conversation. I already picked them apart.
So like Busy Bone, my lordy Lord, man, hard to find these soldiers at war.
Like I picked the picture brain apart about
Yeah,
eight months ago.
man, for real. The struggle to make moves without elder wisdom. There, I dealt with that a lot. Cause like I said, my dad not being here, and I think your dad is more important between 18 to about what 26, 27. Than
Mhm.
probably when you were a teenager. You know what I'm saying? But when you don't have it, you struggling to make the move. You just making moves, seeing what happens. I'm gonna make this move. And I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't gonna make that move again. I might do this, but I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You do a lot of trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times they be saying they'll say, you need one woman, but you don't even know what you like yet. You don't even know what's your opposite. What compliments you yet. You don't really have those conversations. You don't even know the concept of what is a compliment to you. You just talking to this chick. You like her, you don't like her. You know what I'm saying? Talk to her, she talking crazy. You know what? I probably don't want to deal with her for long. You know what I'm saying? She don't she got a bad attitude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want wisdom no more. They just want to do their own thing. You can see it on social media.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All these people talking about dating and what it's like to be with a woman, or women be like this, or men be like this. But they don't know what they talking about, man.
Don't really,
Or
really
they
don't.
or they try to make up rules. They try to make up rules. Men should do this when they date, man. It ain't no rules, man. It's get it how you live, man. If a dude can get you without having to do any of the dating stuff, without taking you out to eat, you better believe he gonna do it. I ain't never met a dude to say, you know what? Well, I have best dudes like that. They kind of simping, but they're like, you know what, man? I'm gonna play. I'm gonna be ethical, man. I'm just gonna take out first before I do it. Like, man, if a dude catch you slipping, man, you know, if a dude catch you slipping, man, it's a wrap, man. He gonna catch you slipping, man. You either gonna eat or be eaten, man. It's like the rules of the jungle, man. You know which one you gonna be?
Yeah,
You gonna be the hunter or you gonna be the prey? And there's some good women hunters out there too. Don't get it twisted, man. There's some good boy
they
will set you up for the kill shot.
they the real
Hmm?
hunters now. They,
Yeah,
you think you running game, boy? You already got slipped.
boy, she done already picked you apart, man. You don't have the discipline, man. That's the thing I too, man. Like not having those elder men teaching the younger men discipline
Mhm.
because they not disciplined. It's because it's hard to teach somebody discipline when you ain't disciplined. They be like, you're not even disciplined. How you gonna tell me not to be abusive to women and I see you be abusive to my mom? You know what I'm saying? That don't even make sense.
Yeah. I know
Then they get mad when you say that. Then they'll get mad when you say that though. You know what I'm saying? It'd be pretty crazy.
it's kind of a bad thing that I do now, but it's also
What's that?
like I'm not giving none of these young folks game that don't want to listen unless they ask me. Then
I
I'll
just
get
talked about that the other day, but you probably
yeah.
was on that crown though. I was saying
No,
they
that's what
don't
I'm
listen
saying.
when you go talk to them. You say you need to listen to them.
You can listen to them, but I'm not giving them
I,
like a
I understand that.
full
Yeah, for
gas
sure.
unless they
Because you got
ready.
to show me that you want it, though. You got to
Yeah,
show me that you want it, and you gonna execute. Yeah, for sure.
yeah. Say,
100%. Yeah.
hey, I got a young boy. He always asks me, "Say, OG, man, hey, what you think about this?" And I give him the
Yeah.
full game. But
Because
the more,
unfortunately, some people you don't want them to find out that way, but some people gonna find out the hard way. It's a dude out there. He got to have 5 kids by 4 different women to find out that ain't a good idea. You know what I'm saying? You try to talk to him before they're like, maybe that ain't a good idea, but they keep going. Now he got 5 kids, child support tearing him up. Like, man, you know what? That wasn't a good idea. You know what I'm saying?
don't
You mess
complain
around and
now.
find out. Yeah, don't complain now.
It was
Yeah,
good, wasn't it? Yeah, I know it was
yeah.
good.
Some dudes, man, they gotta keep stealing stereos and get shot, get shot a couple times, realize that ain't a good deal, you know what I'm saying? Some dudes they gotta find out their way, unfortunately. But you don't, but it's just how it works.
Yeah.
It's just like thin line between love and hate. He just had to keep selling dreams. He sold the wrong one, you know what I'm saying? And he messed
Yeah.
around and found out, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, that was always precise with who I dated. Like always, like
Oh,
I don't want, I
100%.
don't want, I don't want them headaches. And I don't want to be a
And
headache.
you gotta be strategic. You gotta be strategic in the approach too, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, you got a car, you can meet people out and they don't know where you live at, you know what I'm saying? Because you'd be surprised how many girls, I don't know, I know for me, a lot of girls, they didn't ask where I live, you know what I'm saying? They didn't know where I live. A lot of them didn't even ask for my last name. They don't even know my last name, you know what I'm saying? But girls be on this internet talking about these things, how thorough they are. I was like, nah, that ain't true, man. You know what I'm saying? That's only like a low percentage of maybe like 5%. But when you in the hood, man, you dating a lot of good is, they picking and choosing. They know they're not gonna be around you for a long time either. You know what I'm saying?
And like, where you at? I'm at the
Because
honeycomb.
I mean, how many girls even ask you, "Are you dating me long term?" They don't even ask you. They just like, "You want to hang out? You gonna show me a good time? All right, let's go." You know what I'm saying?
That
But
they so slick now. Like
I can only imagine. I can only
they,
imagine now, man.
you mess around, be like, damn man, where out? Excuse me, y'all. Like you gonna look up, like, damn, where are my hoes, yo? Man,
Boy,
damn, I've been messing with Shawty for about 6 months straight. Didn't even realize.
man,
Oh,
boy, man,
you got tricked.
boy,
You
trick,
got
boy.
tricked.
All right, guys, to pick one: Paid in Full or New Jack City.
Mm, mm. Man, this is tough.
Always business.
Huh?
That's a
Never
tough one.
personal.
I know, right? I'm going New Jack City though. I'm gonna go New Jack City. Not
Oh,
only was it a good movie, but that impacted the everywhere in the '90s. I think a lot of dudes wanted to sell dope after New Jack City, man.
oh,
I think that expedited the drug era, man. New Jack City was crazy, man. Paid
yeah.
in Full, I like Paid in Full too, but New Jack City, it's so like Nino, man. He changed the game, man.
Oh
I
no,
mean, he
this.
had the medallion. He always had the medallion. He had the hollow spike.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
I don't know.
man, that movie had so many learning lessons in it too. Both of them did, but New Jack City had a lot of learning lessons in it too.
Mm, I don't- I think Paid in Full had more though on the code.
More what?
Learning lessons.
Both of them did. I mean, um, let us know in the comments. We're going to delve into some of these
Yeah,
learning lessons, but let us know in the comments what you think. Who you picking, Paid in Full or New Jack City? I
yeah,
know New
yeah,
Jack City, man, it just shows you how raw it was, you know what I'm saying, the
yeah,
drug
yeah.
game, you know what I'm
That
saying?
was Highland
When he
Court
had him
though.
hanging, when he was hanging him off the bridge, see you, wouldn't want to be you. That's a
Yeah.
real,
I think
oh
I still
man.
to this day I think that's West that and I think that's one of Wesley's best movies. That and that White Man Can't Jump. I'm like,
Oh yeah, White Man Can't Jump was cold. I like Blade too. Blade was cold, man. He
yeah.
was cold with Blade, man. I like U.S. Marshals too. I like Wesley movies. My dad used to watch a lot of his movies too because he did a lot of kung fu and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I like a lot of Wesley movies. But yeah, as far as like that urban stuff though, yeah, New Jack City. I mean, he played that character to a T, man. It ain't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, he don't get no crazy than that, man.
But like but uh Paid in Full Cam played that role so good.
Oh yeah, 100%. Rico, yeah, 100%.
People think that was really
100%.
Rico. I mean, that thought it was
Nah, that
really
wasn't
Alpo.
really Rico.
No,
Yeah,
they really
Alpo,
thought.
yeah.
No, they really thought that was Alpo. For real.
No.
For
When he
real.
pulled dude out that car, you gotta know when to shut up, man.
But
He
then when
said, Calvin got y'all shook. What you say?
hey,
Get out the car. Take everything off. Everything.
what made that scene so tough? Cam actually hit dude for real. He actually hit dude for real.
Yeah.
And Paid in Full was tough.
Oh man. Nah, New Jack City was crazy though, man. New Jack
Yeah.
City was crazy.
People
too,
going
man.
crazy over this. Yeah.
Said, yeah, you gonna call out his apartment? Yes, yeah. He smacked him on the butt.
Yeah, I'm gonna go New Jack City. I can name a
Oh
bunch of
man.
quotes. I can name a bunch of quotes on it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He put that game. We will own this city. Pure
Yeah, man, just keep
Oh
calling.
man.
Just keep calling.
Boy. Oh man. Boy. Yeah, Chris Rock played that.
See him.
Like Paid in Full is like the younger Kingpins. It's like New Jack City was kind of like the older version of the King, like the most sophisticated version of it.
This Scarface for black people.
Yeah. And it let me know too, man. You can't when you dealing with certain women, man, you cannot put your stock into certain women, man. You gotta understand what kind of women you dealing with.
It was that pretty mother. No.
Now when his brother was like, boy, who you talking to? Lord have mercy. When he said that, I was like, oh man. G-Boy, he was getting mad. It's like, look who you talking to, man. This ain't no regular chick you settle down with, man. You gotta kind of make that distinction, man.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, New Jack. Yeah, we all go New Jack. Mm-hmm.
And then when they let Pookie back in, that was a bad idea, man. Bad idea, man. That let you know too. He had to deal with himself, like dealing with yourself with Pookie. Man. He tried to do right. He tried to do right, but he couldn't.
I think he might have
He said,
smoked
"What's up,
just
baby?"
for that
He
role.
said, "What's up, baby? You got skim milk in
I don't care what you say. I think he smoked. Steve smoked.
You think so? You think he smoked it for real, man?
I think he smoked at least tried it once.
Jumping jack and a one and a two. And a crack out doing jumping jack.
Nah, he played that role too. Yeah, I think he did at least once.
Oh man, yeah, man. Yeah, New Jack City was crazy, boy. He was mad too. You would be mad though when they burnt up the Carter, man. He was hot, man. Oh man. Then that ended light skinned dudes run. Right there when he stabbed him in there. I never liked you anyway. Oh man, so many light skinned dudes. Man, after he did that, man, they messed up the run. If you were light skinned and bow legged in the 80s, man. Boy, it wasn't no good you couldn't get. After he did that, Wesley Snipes changed the game, man. He put dark skinned dudes on the map, man.
Yo, for real.
I think he started to wear the suits with no shirt up under because he was buff. He wore the suits with no shirt. I think he started there, man.
Man, after that move, boy, you should have seen Highland Court, man. Goodness.
Oh yeah. And it was Paid in Full though when he said when he was like, man, I'm trying to get out the game. And what's his name was like Mitch was like, that's it, man. I love the game, man. I see the Mitch and match. That's when you know you went too deep, man. He said, dude like me, I love the game, man. Boy said he out there like Magic Johnson. All right. Now if we talk about corporate topic, work-related stress. This is something as a kid, when you're getting into it being an adult, something you got to think about. That's why it's important. It's important to pick a career to go into, you know what I'm saying? A field that makes sense and a field that ain't going to stress you out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It says realistic or cap. The United States Department of Labor reports that 83% of workers suffer from work-related stress and 54% claim that work stress affects their home life. Is that realistic or cap? What you think?
Yeah, realistic.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, man, workplace stress is crazy. You gotta be you really have to have tough skin when you leave out the house. When you leave out the house and leave your family, and you got to go to work. You got to kind of have Teflon skin if you want to make it, man, because you got to make money. Even if you own a business, you still got to deal with people. You know what I'm saying? And it's even more of a stress because to make your money, it relies on you, your intuition, your skill. You know what I'm saying? And the people don't realize, you when you're an entrepreneur, even when you don't feel like it, you still got to do it if you
Boy,
want to
you
make
got
money. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
You
you
got to
got to
take care of
do
your
it.
body. You got to take care of your body more. You know what I'm saying? When you entrepreneur, because health wise, you don't want to get high blood pressure. You don't want to get diabetes and stuff like that if you can avoid it. You know what I'm saying? Your diet has to be different because you have to be reliable across the board when you're an entrepreneur. Can't afford to break something or be down for a couple of days sometimes. That'll put a lot of stress on you too, because you have to be so consistent that if you're not, you can mess up business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's a big thing, boy. Especially,
Oh yeah.
I'm dealing with both worlds right now.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can't let one, suffer.
Yeah. 100%.
Because you got to keep it rolling.
So different job types that could increase stress. I think this is important. Like when we talking about career fields, we 40, we done been around for a while. You see different career fields. I know I used to see it, I'd be like, nah, I don't want to do that, man. I'm good on that. I know working there like Granny Mountain Quarries or something like that over there off R Street at the Rock Place. Probably a high stress job, you know what I'm saying? Any job where you gotta do manual labor just about. Those jobs can lead to high stress because your body is your tool for work. That's where you have to rely on. And then, a lot of times dudes gotta get older. You're trying to make it to retirement, but your body breaking down, it get tougher and tougher, about a year.
Yeah.
You got to get, shoulder replacement. That's going to have you down, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And your job, like I say, your body that's what you depended upon is your health, you know what I'm saying?
That's why.
Go ahead.
Why you work smarter, not harder. Because them days of working hard is long gone. But I
I
still
mean, you got
work.
to think, if you work at Amazon, being up on your feet at a warehouse on concrete, that's a
Yeah.
high stress job. That's a lot of work, bro. I
That's
mean,
for the
my
young
heart goes
folks.
out to them. My heart goes out. Man, it's more older people working there than young people, though. I
Yeah,
bet
but
you if you went in there, look.
that's like I say, they just didn't want to go up. But certain certain positions, I know what I'm good at.
Oh,
Like
100%.
like I'm not about to be pulling beer. I have,
Yeah,
but I work smarter, not harder, and still get more done.
right.
But you know, I know sitting at a desk job ain't for me because I have to move. I get jittery when I'm sitting still too long. And
I
I
said
for
desk
real,
job.
even
I
in
work a
like
desk
even watching.
job. Yeah, I love it. I used to be like that too, but when you work a desk job and you see it's low impact, it's not, your body can recover. Oh man, it's something special, man. I'm telling
But
you, it's
like I
something
say,
special.
I like to
Less stress,
stay
huh?
moving some kind of way, some kind of physical activity.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
it's
but see, when you get the right job, you can actually take breaks. You can walk away. They expect you to do it. Matter of fact, they kind of tell you to
yeah,
do it. Like, dude, don't sit in here all day. But you got to get to those kind of jobs. Though. It's a journey. It was a journey for me to get to that kind of job. I was like working at like retail places. Like, nah, this ain't it, man. This ain't it, man. It got to be a better way. I used to tell myself that all the time. It got to be a better way. This ain't it. You
like
know what I'm
now,
saying?
like I say, now I've been doing it for like what the past 7 8 years. Like I do
Yeah,
inventory counts. Like
yeah,
but I still have to move. I
yeah.
sit down. I sit down too, and like they say, they give you time to go step away from the computer because your eyes get to hurting. You don't want.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, like 5, 10 minute break. I can walk
know.
around campus. Sometimes I'll take a break and just walk around campus of Eula, then come back to my desk.
Yeah.
Like when I be making the video, sometimes you be seeing me around campus. That's when I be taking a break. I just take a break, take my cell phone, make a quick little video, boom, walk back to my desk.
Yeah.
But I'm good with time management. That's the difference. I'm
Mm-hmm.
good with time management. You know what I'm saying? I know how to manage myself. That's the thing. The higher you go up in IT, you got to know how to manage yourself. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Manage your work. because your work speaks for you. If you do the work, you manage your time, you good. But if you slack off, don't do no work, it's gonna show. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's that simple.
I know.
What's some more jobs that's high stress? The more jobs when you deal with people more,
Yeah, I
like
said.
restaurant jobs, being a waiter, that could be a high stress job, depending on what restaurant you work at. And the manager, they
Oh man.
driving you to work hard. They driving you, man. We got to make these kind of sales. You know what I'm saying? I know when I worked at a car dealership, I used to detail cars. If the manager wasn't whack, the job wasn't hard. But the manager, that will really make a job stressful. If you got a messed up manager or something like that, that's whack. That'll make a job suck so bad, man.
They don't understand. Like, hey, bro, no,
Yeah,
this is no. You shouldn't. You ain't got to do all that.
yeah.
Like, we've been doing this pretty well. This is a well-oiled machine. Don't throw no
And
wrench in.
then it used to mess with me when I was younger, but as I got older, it didn't. Like working at some jobs, you like the only person of color there. You know what I'm saying? That'll if you're not ready for that, they'll kind of stress you out too, because the environment is so different, and they try to play you different too, and you got to have the skin to overcome. Because I'm taking care of my family, so I can't get thrown off base. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when basketball, you're gonna go for 40 no matter what. And you can't let the antics get in your head. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Like it's kind of like playing against Dennis Rodman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he'll try to get in your head to throw you off. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna let that throw you off, or you gonna go for 40? You gonna get your averages. You know what I'm saying? But
I
some people
didn't.
they'll get thrown off. You know what I'm saying? Because he did do some wild stuff. That's how it is in the workplace. Kind of like you got to get the rebound, but they sitting there, messing with you and stuff. It's like you still got to get the rebound though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think my first time experiencing it when I stayed in Texas, like,
Oh, people trying to get in your head, trying to throw you off.
nah, it was just like there. It was like only like three of us that was actually born in America.
Yeah,
It was like literally like only three of us there.
yeah,
The rest is just like foreigners, but you know
yeah,
that it just seemed is we're still cool, but it just seemed
yeah.
like like they ate lunch together. We were like, damn, they they didn't go out to eat or nothing. They just everybody brought
See,
lunch.
most of the jobs I worked at, I was always cool with people, man. You know what I'm saying? I never really had like when I worked there. I remember when I worked at Crane. You remember when it was on University, their
Mm,
dealership.
yeah.
It was this little dude from Guatemala named Opie. Cool dude, man. Cool dude. He could barely speak English, but good relation. This dude was cool, man. He used to bring me tamales, man. His wife would make, man, some good tamales too, man. The real one. I'm talking about the real
Yeah,
ones,
I know
man,
what
with
you're
the
talking
real
about.
corn husk and the corn husk, man. You
I
know
know
what
what
I'm
you're
saying?
talking
Hey, Mike, come here, man. Come here, man. Come here, man. Hey, Mike, come here, man. Hey, man, Mike made some tamales, man. I was like, oh, man. My wife always messed with me because she's like, you always be friends with like, have a
about.
cool relationship with people like foreigners. Yeah, I told her you just gotta respect their culture, man. I respect their
Yeah,
culture, man.
that's when I first tried. What's that bread? It's bread, but it looked like a pancake. Like, man,
You
what
talking
is
about
this?
unleavened bread, like pita bread?
No, no. This the African bread.
Oh
They
no, I never tried that. Yeah.
they use it with everything. It's like their bread. Like, man, what is
It's not
this?
like unleavened bread. Talking about like unleavened bread, pretty much.
Was it? It's brown. I mean, dark black or something. Blackish looking. I forgot the
Yeah,
name.
but it's kind of like flat, like pita bread though.
Yeah, it's
But it's
flag
not
got
as
holes.
airy. It's not as airy though. It's
It
not as
got
airy like.
like, man,
Yeah,
what is this? And I tried. I was like,
yeah,
damn, it is good.
yeah.
Like eating with. They didn't eat with silverware. It was still good.
Eat with their hands.
Man,
You got OCD, man. Yeah, I ain't doing that,
no,
man.
I do my greens like that. I can't front greens and cabbage.
And now, if we talk about life analogies, how do you compare stuff to life? This is how you learn and develop yourself. I do this all the time, man. So people get on my wife nerves with it sometimes. It's like your personality matches what movie character. If you could think about that, what do you think? A villain, good guy, hero? What matches your character?
Me, Ace
Or it could be a
Ventura.
comedian. You think a comedian?
Ace
Ace
Ventura.
Ventura. Oh man, that's funny.
Ace Ventura. For
ED
real.
used to be like that. We was in high school, man. He used to tell them teachers up, man. He used to get them teachers, boy.
Like, boy. Yeah. Yeah. That I could think of just off the bat. Ace Ventura.
Nigga said Ace Ventura. That's funny.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
That was a dumb and dumb. I be doing it to my kids, man. They be making me laugh. It's like, you want to hear the most annoying sound? I still watch that clip too, man. Dude's stupid, man. I think I'll be the bad guy. I was like, man, my personality is the bad guy. Like, if I was a comedian, it'd probably be like Richard Pryor, because I'd be joking about stuff that you shouldn't be joking about, probably. Making people mad, man.
Yeah.
I used to think I was Eddie Murphy, but I like when I watched Richard Pryor, I was like, yeah, I like Richard Pryor, man. He just Richard Pryor crazy, man.
That'd be like Red Fox.
Yeah, I can see you like Red Fox, yeah. A little bit more refined. I'm more like it's pretty much raw, man. I could be pretty much raw with it. Movie character, I would say like John Wick, because I'm kind of like that loner kind of, like John Wick, Rambo kind of person. Because when you by yourself, man, you can go like in situations, you could do stuff that you don't have to worry about nobody else. Like when you're younger, I'm talking about when you're younger. I know we married now, but when you're younger and you out there by yourself, like you don't got to check in with nobody. That's what John used to tell me all the time. It ain't we worried about what you're doing when you with us. It's when you not with us. We don't know what you doing. That's what it's crazy. That's what it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? When you talking to girls, we don't even know, you know what I'm saying, where you at. That's the one, that's when it get crazy. Knowing somebody, you don't be around everybody all the time. But yeah, I think like John Wick though, Rambo kind of stuff, 007, that kind of stuff. Where you got to be strategic with stuff.
Probably would have been
That's
like,
kind of my.
probably would have been like Q on Juice. Q on Juice. Like
Talking about the DJ?
yeah. not being a DJ, but just how it was. Like that.
Yeah.
Get up there, you know. Like
yeah.
Like he had his vision set in front of him.
Yeah.
But, you know, certain circumstances, you know, kind of.
Like Keenan Ivory Wayans, I like Living Color. That was my show, man. Keenan Ivory Wayans, that was my show, man. Man.
You didn't watch it yet?
What's that?
The Shay and Damon.
I need to watch the whole interview. I've been seeing bits and pieces of it. Yeah. But yeah, he was talking about Mike Tyson bit him on the neck. Oh man.
After that, I said I could see why they came at Shannon after that. I can see why.
Man, Shannon just made some bad decisions, man. He got to be smart out there, man.
He been making decisions, but you know, you can see like if you watch the interview, that's why I say you gotta watch the interview. You gotta watch the interview.
Yeah.
Especially.
Before we get into it, what you think about Wallow, man?
Well, they're trying to.
Wallow was saying like you can't just say I need to support you just because you're a black business. It don't work like that. You think he was being flagrant on that, or you think he was saying some truth to it?
It was saying some truth to it.
Yeah,
a lot of truth. Like people don't.
A lot of people saying just because you got a black business, that don't mean I'm supposed to just come automatically.
No.
But we've seen it before. You go to a black food joint. They don't even clean the tables out. They don't even clean the tables out, man. Still got the ring on the table from the last person that was sitting there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna support just at least once, maybe twice, just to see. But
it's not required. Some people think it's required just because they're black man. You're supposed to do it. Nobody's supposed to don't have to do anything. When you realize that in life nobody has to do anything, it'll make you grateful. When somebody do it, it make you grateful. You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah, kind of like 50-50 on that, but just out of like how I was brought up. Like, man, ain't nothing wrong with trying to place, but if they just bad, they just bad. But
Yeah.
if nobody telling them like they
It's just
bad,
like what was that place? I think they closed down now, but what was it, Lashes Inn? You just hear the talk around town that a lot of times they just cut the fish in half.
yeah, like at one point
This
y'all
that kind of
was.
stuff. This that kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah, y'all was good at one point, and then y'all like
Yeah. They
you
start skimping quality, man. They start
man,
skimping on quality, man. Yeah.
it's like you forget what kept you in business that long. Like no, I just wasn't the biggest fan anyway. But
Yeah. And that's the
it was
thing. If you
fun.
say you're not the biggest fan, they think you hate. No, you just not the biggest fan, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like the dude, the owner
It's just
always
like
had he
with the
in the
barbecue
South.
place. They don't want to admit it, but like you say, the barbecue place that was on 33rd, they used to love the hood, but I heard they switched up. They ain't want, nah, y'all can't come over here around this time. Y'all go back over there with Luther. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But they don't
I
like
ain't
talking
never
about
experienced
that.
that. I ain't never
I
experienced
heard a
that.
lot of people. I heard a lot of people that experienced
I
that
ain't never experienced that.
when they start catering to the oranges, the other folks.
No, this one
They got
like
all bougie. They got all bougie and stuff.
no, I ain't never experienced this. Then
I know a
shit,
lot of people that have told me. They told me they was on 33rd. Told me about that. 33rd stores.
no, they
Yeah.
probably trying to come in there and show out during lunch hour, but I ain't.
Yeah, it's probably that too. They them people never tell you the whole story. They only tell you the
uh,
part they want to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
You come over there at lunch hour trying to show out,
Try to
like
show out. Yep, try to
yeah,
show out. Send you back over there with Luther, man.
hey, nah, they ain't seen you over there with Luther because Luther wasn't playing that.
Nah,
Anybody,
Luther wasn't playing. Luther wasn't
anybody came
playing.
from over there, you gonna have to have respect. You know what I'm
Sit down. Sit down.
saying? Mm-hmm.
Sit down somewhere. I call the police on you.
Yes, and they didn't have no
Luther
problem.
was Luther wasn't playing, man.
That was before
Man, for real. With it all black sweat, the black. He had the windbreakers, black
tucked
windbreaker,
in,
black shirt.
tucked in.
With
No,
that gold too? With that gold too, man.
didn't play no game.
Boy, ain't
Had the
play
perfect
no
hairline every
game.
time. Every time. I ain't never seen him without with a bad haircut.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
This is the other thing of like when the plays break down in life, how do you adjust? That happens a lot.
Boy,
Especially I don't know about other communities, but I know for our it happens a lot. You really going this place, you really going there, then it break down. You like, man, what in the world? Woo!
mm-hmm.
And
Man.
sometimes some breakdown, you can lose your life, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I be trying to tell these kids don't sell drugs. Man, so many dudes we knew that sold drugs, man, and dudes hate on them in the hood. They get to a certain place and they break dudes, rob them over some crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times they don't even get nothing. They just shoot them just cause. You didn't even have to do it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And boy, play breakdown, man.
Yeah, I always play that when stuff ain't going good. I know you're supposed to listen to other type. I just play that the UGK pocket full of stones.
Man. When the feds come to town, you forget about that song. When the
uh,
feds come to town, boy.
now I just play because I it's it just take me back. Like damn man, I'm starting
Yeah,
all over again. Now I got to do something a little different.
yeah.
See what happened when the play break down. Like damn, that's why.
That happened to me so many times. That play breakdown. It's just you got the mind. You got to have that mindset, that resilient mindset, man.
Yeah, yeah, the pocket full of stone Pimp
Yeah.
C version. that's that's what I play. Or
From
commit
talking about from what CD was that?
too hard to swallow. I think. Or
No,
super
no, no, no.
tight.
The one after that. It's the one after that.
Super
Super
tight.
tight. Yeah, that's the one. Super tight. When he started off saying 36 ounces, that was the
Yeah.
coldest one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Or
That was the
I play
coldest
some
one.
old comedian there. I be like, man, you know what? Because once I play
Man,
comedian there,
Chameleon used to have this mixtape that was so cold. I had it on a Dub CD, but that CD just it stopped working because it was one of them cheap Dub CDs, and it just the I guess the little thing it wasn't the CD player wouldn't read it no more. But he was rapping off that Ti beat. Look what I got. Oh, that song was so tight. I don't even know what the name of that song was, but it was cold though, man. It was cold.
Probably one of them mixtape Messiah.
Boy, he said my photo looked like a Oprah show. I was like, that was cold, man.
Yeah,
But
mixtape
yeah.
Messiah.
But yeah, man, let's tell them young kids that, man, a lot of times when you're trying to do something, stuff gonna break down in the middle of it sometimes. It just happen like that. And you just can't let it get you so frustrated that you just stop moving. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find a way to keep moving, adjust and keep moving, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Because you get laid off, you got a job, you've been there for 5 years, you get laid off, it happens. You get fired for no reason and it happens. Sometimes you try to tell people, man, why you get fired? I don't know what I did. Oh, you know what you did. It's your own community. You know what you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what I did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Let's listen to your podcast. Yeah. Oh, man,
damn. I know, right? Yeah. Well, yeah.
Nah.
I know when I got laid off from the ISP place, I know that it was coming, though. It just didn't. And when they came, I was like, I don't think I'm going back in that side of IT no more. I'm gonna lay it down. Like you say, you gotta start over, pocket full of stones, man. You know what I'm saying? Had to start over, man. So
starting all over again.
I was telling wife, man, even though it was kind of weird at first, but it was worth it because I remember when I got laid off, I almost had a bounce back. I mean, almost the next month, but it was working for the cab company. I was younger then. I think she was about to have my son then, I think. Yeah. And I didn't understand what they really wanted me to do. They really wanted me to be their IT guy to do everything, but I don't think they weren't gonna pay me for it, and they weren't gonna let me be out to be with my son. That's why I ended up going with the state. But boy, the state, boy, they know I did have that paternity time to spend with my wife, but they wasn't paying nothing, boy. Woo!
Yeah, Affleck.
Huh?
Affleck. Yeah, Affleck.
They just give you maternal. I mean, what's it called? Maternity for a kid when you have a kid.
Yeah.
It wasn't Affleck though. No, man, I couldn't afford Affleck. Man, I wasn't making that much money. Like what I was trying to tell you, when you only making so much money, man, you ain't getting none of that extra stuff. You're gonna get the bare minimum. You're gonna get the bare minimum, man. You know what I'm saying?
And mine had Affleck. Well, I got paid.
No, I'm talking about when I worked at DHS. That was the job bounced back from being laid off. That job was only paying like $35,000 or something like that. Man, that ain't that much money, man. I'm just being honest. That wasn't that much money. Especially when you was making 60 as a contractor. I was like a contractor making 60. Yeah, man. I had to. Boy, that was a wake up call. That's when I was pick 5 in like a mug, man.
Yeah, couldn't have gave me 60 or 35 then. I was making it twerk with what I had.
Yeah, I was working at the ISU. They making 60. That's why, like I say that man. All they did, we set up everything. Like before I got laid off, we make sure we had the house. We was in the house. I think we still got the same car we had. we was the Chrysler. I had the Chrysler since then. It's pretty funny. All that stuff was kind of set up, and then when I got laid off, I just had to kind of maintain till I find something better. And it took like a couple years, and I finally kind of got back close to it again. Met the right people, man. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother podcast. Probably talk about that. But yeah, but I definitely had to adjust though, cause it's like, no more going out to eat like we was. You know what I'm saying? No more sushi, man. We had no more for a while, man. Cut that out. Back to that pick 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I say shit. I came from.
What's that?
I kept it simple. It didn't matter how much I made. I always kept it simple.
I mean, my thing is, that's why I say for me, it's not about the money. It's about getting access to resources where you can do like different stuff. Cause I'm simple too. Like I say, we still my kids they want box mac and cheese. They still want box mac and cheese now. I'll make it in a minute. I'd rather eat that. They used to like noodles, but they like mac and cheese now. Though they don't too much want noodles.
I ain't ate box mac and cheese in so long.
Man, boy, my son. That's all my son be wanting sometimes. Like, man, you don't want no burger? Nah, just give me mac and cheese. I'm good.
Hey, mac and cheese, but ain't no box. Hey, man.
What's that?
Ain't no
He don't he
boxing.
don't he don't want the regular cheese. Like you can put the regular cheese. He don't want the regular cheese on there. He just like it with the sauce, with the cheese sauce on. Just
It's
butter and cheese sauce.
mhm.
Yeah, he don't like the. I did that one time. I put some real cheese in there with it. He's like, you don't have to put no real cheese in there next time. Just make it the regular way. It's just funny, man.
Mhm.
He act just like me, man. He's so picky, man. He act just like me. So funny.
But I still eat Dino Bites. I don't care.
What's that?
Some Dino Bites, fake fruity pebbles.
Oh yeah.
Dino
Ain't
Bites.
no fruity pebbles in a minute, boy. Gotta be careful getting that kind of cereal the time we living in now.
That was it. Give me the Dino Bites.
Be
They
walking down the aisle. Ooh, he got some fruity pebbles.
they ain't never steered me wrong.
All right, so if somebody did a scouting report on Peel, what would it look like, man?
Mhm. uh,
The
it
pros and
probably
cons.
it looked like LeVar Ball never lost.
I was saying LeVar Ball. He did lose. He lost that ankle. He
Yeah.
did lose. Now, being funny.
Look, he made it even so Jordan could beat him, so Jordan could play on. Jordan could beat me on one leg, so I made it even for him. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, scout report. Uh, it would definitely be.
Like, what's the pros? Then we go to the cons. What's the pros?
I'd be like Draymond Green.
I'm
Draymond.
talking about in life. I'm talking about in life. Like if somebody
Like,
did me right. If somebody did me right, that's like the pros of Mike is he probably got the confidence. He probably like self confident in himself. He could troubleshoot. He could solve problems. Very consistent. But then the cons would probably be super sarcastic. Um, you don't know if he's funny, joking, or is he being for real. Which most of the time I'm really joking. That's just maybe I'm not laughing like jovial in my face, but humor guy. He gonna say something crazy every now and then, put his foot in his mouth because he's crazy. And I think I would say some people didn't like this, but I think some people appreciate it as we get older. But I think because I really wasn't that emotional of a person growing up, still ain't really, but really not that much of an emotional. I'm more of a straightforward kind of person. Some people view that as a strength, depending on who you talking to. Some people don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no. I don't. I try to give insight. Like if I know it's something you need to know, I will tell you whether you want to hear it or not. Like when the dude tell me he want a house, I would ask him, "Are you ready for the commitment it's gonna take to get a house?" And I do that because I really want dudes to understand when you buying a house, it's not like living in an apartment where you can call the person to come fix stuff. No, you got to fix that. Plus, still pay your mortgage and your car note, whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? It's some things you might have to go without. You might not be able to get them new J's because you got to pay their mortgage. You know what I'm saying? If you're not making enough, you got to think about that kind of stuff. And I think that kind of stuff, I think sometimes people don't like because they just want ignorance is bliss sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. That'd probably be like I said before. Um, cool, calm, laid back, got jokes.
yeah,
Probably joke too much when I shouldn't be.
yeah,
Uh,
I am too. That's probably a weakness of mine. Joke too much and get in trouble.
um,
Like, yep, I shouldn't have said that.
uh, more cons than pros to me. I run from my spiritual gift all the time.
That's definitely not good. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Definitely not good. But I was doing that too.
Uh,
But boy, when I turned it around, boy.
uh, and really,
Well, I just come to tell you.
and really, as much as like we talking right now, but I really
Yeah.
don't. What my grandma always used to say, I have a problem because I speak in riddles, but you have to pay attention to what I'm saying to even catch it.
Oh, I do that all the time, but
And
yeah.
then once you catch it, you be like, oh shit, that's what he was saying. And
And that's what you just said too. I can talk in general. I can make a scenario that people understand and go through, but it's not real, but it's realistic based on stuff I've seen in my life. Because when we talk about some of these situations, you don't want to touch people that we know because it's so
yeah, yeah,
people that be around deal with that. You might not even know. They're like, "Hey man, you were talking about me?" No, what? I was talking about a general situation, man. What are you
yeah.
talking about? You know what I'm saying? So.
I
But
ain't
yeah,
know.
learning how to talk in general, man, I think that's one of the skills, like in talking analogies and stuff.
Yeah,
Like you think I'm talking about football, I could be talking about something else, but I'm talking about football. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's kind of
But
how it go.
and I gotta calm down when I'm passionate about something that
Yeah,
I'm really excited about. I get a little too loud.
man, as long as
It's
you're not on that crown, you
no, I
good.
trust me. Like when it
Yeah,
don't
I
matter
know.
what. Like I get loud, and it's something that happened when I was younger. Like, cause when I talk loud, it seems threatening to people. It seems like I'm just mad, but I'm really not. I'm just like probably over anxious. Like, no.
Yeah, yeah. I think when you're tall and you're black, a lot of people both ain't gonna understand this. When you're tall and you're black, you
Oh, I
try not to
understand.
talk too loud because yeah, they think you're threatening, and then you're towering over people.
Yeah.
So you have to move a certain way because to play the game, you got to move a certain way. Because if you really turned up, they're like, wait a minute, this guy's you might have to call the police on this guy. But
Hmm. Yeah, and that's
yeah,
why
when
I
you
always
tower
make.
over everybody, that's a different thing too.
That's why I always got to make jokes because if I if I don't make jokes, it's gonna seem like I'm
I'm with
fussing, just cussing somebody out. Really, I'm just
you. I'm with
talking.
you. Yeah, I'm with you. Same here. And then I joke about stuff to keep from being stressed out. You know what I'm saying? From the stuff saw growing up and dealing with and stuff. You just joke about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you realize how much of the odds that you really beat that was stacked against you that you had to overcome
Oh
to
yeah.
get to where we are now. And you have to joke about it, or else you probably feel bad about it. It's like, man, because some dudes didn't overcome them odds. You know what I'm saying? And it make you think, why was I able to overcome the odds, but some dudes wasn't able to overcome the odds? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah, and especially battling.
how was I able to date that many women and not have like kids like my dad did, but he did the same. It didn't work out for him. You know, just make you think about those kind of things.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just come down to the details too.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? How you operate it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I think I battled a lot with at first. It was with survivor's remorse, man. Like damn.
yeah.
But you know, life goes
My thing
on.
is like everybody had a choice, man. It's like I don't battle with it. I think for me, it's like sometimes there are some people that went down a crazy road and they had a way better situation probably than we had. And it's like, man, it's pretty crazy. Like I don't understand like what made you go down like the thinking part of what made you think that was, the path was good for you to go down, you know what I'm saying? But
You know, just to
cause
know.
you man, at the end of the day, when you read the Bible and you understand when you go before God, if anybody believe in that, but I do, he's gonna question you about you. Nobody
Hmm.
else. When you understand personal accountability,
Hmm.
it opens your eyes up in a whole different way. And it's for me, that's why it's kind of hard to have remorse because like I said, everybody at some point you got to be accountable for what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And if it's moving too fast, you have to slow down to understand why you making those. I had to do that. Why you making those choices and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta slow down.
like like the what I see. I know this off topic, but
Are you good?
even though like with the younger generation, I
Yeah.
kind of see like their thought process is similar to how it was like in the 80s. it's crazy. Like a lot of people didn't see past a certain age, and it was like, and they didn't see past their neighborhood.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
And that's what I'm saying. A lot of times it's not that the times are different. A lot of times it's just down to the decision. They think it's that much different, but it's really not. The only thing that changed is the scenery, but as far as the decision making and the things people do, it's still been going on for years, man. You know what I'm saying?
and
Like for some reason, dudes still want to be kingpins. Why? I don't know, but they still doing it. They've been doing it since the 80s. They still want to do it. Like, what's different about that? Like, he'd be saying, what's different about that? You know what I'm saying? Dudes still, now, they didn't have Ricos back then, but they got it now. But y'all still want to be kingpins, though. You know what I'm saying?
they definitely had Rico's back then. They just,
No, I'm talking about it wasn't like strict. It wasn't an actual Rico charge back then. They say kingpin charges, but it wasn't like Rico. It wasn't structured as a Rico. You see what I'm saying? Like you would get kingpin charges, but it wasn't called Rico back then. In the 80s, I think that wasn't. Yeah, that one brought up to what 90s, in the late 90s or something like that. They started doing that, Rico.
It's still the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, they just the word.
People still was robbing. People still was robbing, breaking their houses. People still had, bad situations. They don't realize it's really not that far off. It's just nobody's talking to you about how they grew up back then. That's the thing. That's the only difference for me.
They talking about it. Just once you go down that road, that's when you hear it. Like,
boy,
the ones that was around it, they don't even say nothing.
Because kids be talking about, like, like you saying, like, how they be talking about jobs and stuff. Like, what are you going to do to make money if you don't want to work a job? What you going to do? You know what I'm saying? That's legal. They ain't going to put you in jail. What you going to do? Like, a part of the adult life is all about patterns, man. You want to find the most efficient pattern to do, whether it's, even if it's on the business. Like I say, that's more of I think that pattern, if you willing to go there, that is a rigid kind of pattern, because you have to be so consistent every day. You know what I'm saying? You have to, especially when you got a sole proprietorship, and that's what most people are running, sole proprietorship. There are very rare people that are running a machine, like a business where they got people working for them, and it's a structure, a top level structure. They paying people salaries. Those businesses are it's not as prevalent as you think it is. There are a lot of would you agree? There are more sole proprietorships than there are like big businesses?
I don't know.
What I mean by sole proprietorship is like one person is running a business for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having like a corporation where it's like you're the CEO and you got people up under you doing the task and stuff like that. Because it takes money. You got to really be generating money to do that. To be able to pay salaries, to be able to have people like do stuff like mass produce and stuff like that.
But
that's why it's a lot of jobs that went overseas. A lot of companies was barely making it, paying people to do those things. They shipped it overseas where the cost of labor is low compared to here. Because they was talking about that on the podcast. It was like Apple, since they did the tariffs, they trying to get India. They trying to make a deal with India to make the iPhones. But they supposed to be bringing jobs back to America. But ain't too many people gonna work in no factory making phones in America though. Heck no, man. You don't even see too many black roofers. When the last time you seen a black roofing company, bro? Not in Southwest. I ain't seen one in Southwest. I ain't seen one. I see a lot of lawn service, black lawn service, but I don't see like roofing companies like that. I don't know when last time I seen a legit black plumbing company. I know they out there, but they probably do a lot of construction. But as far as the handyman kind of stuff, I don't see a whole bunch of them like I used to.
Not like it was back in the day. Like it kind of died out because the younger generation was more focused on trying to go work and go to college. Like it never transitioned out of your family.
I think too, man, a lot of the handyman that grew up in our community, they only did enough without having to go fully legit. They always try to stay under the radar. Because I know quite a few that they're really good at what they do, but they never became a general contractor. like that business stuff, the business side, like I was telling you about. A lot of times, the business side of it, like being a general contractor, where you can get access to more things, but a lot of times they just want to stay under the radar, do cash stuff, and that's just what they do. But you don't see too many of those floating around no more either, though.
Yeah,
It's
because
like, yeah, I can do a quick drywall job or something, you know what I'm saying? And they do it. This dude he probably don't even know how to do it. He really just doing it because he think, you gonna tell him how much you gonna pay him and stuff. I know a lot of dudes that was like that. I never really did drywall before. It's just they paid me $1,500. I just figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Figured it out. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen, like I say, I've seen quite a few business owners, black business owners, but it came down to they mostly just showed the kids their kids, but them
Yeah.
kids they didn't end up being they ain't taking no father. They just let it crash and burn.
But you gotta think they kids probably saw the inside, the ins and outs of it that we didn't see. Like barely making the meet, you know what I'm saying? Or a lot
Oh,
of times, man, getting the support, man, is really hard, bro. Like
mm,
some
oh,
businesses, like if you're not doing food or some kind of service where people just keep coming back, like certain niche kind of stuff, sometimes people just don't prioritize that kind of stuff with their money, you know what I'm saying? Like K-Hall, people gonna go to K-Hall, you know what I'm saying? Because it's food, they cook it every day, daily.
yeah,
But when it comes down to like IT stuff, somebody that can, work on your computer and stuff, most people are not gonna do that unless they absolutely have to.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna, if they even have a computer. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you'd be surprised. It's a large number of people that live in the inner city don't even have laptops and computers. You know what I'm saying? They almost have to go to the library. You know what I'm saying? So, but that kind of stuff is like a luxury, though. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
Because even with detail shops, you don't even see too many detail shops like you used to. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because
Um,
most of them got indicted now.
you took it right out of my mouth. Or they done tore the building down. Yeah, most of them got indicted. They tore the building down.
Like
You know what I'm saying?
you gotta if
You know that one over there by where you used to live over there. Maybe is it Guy Springs cut off? They cut that one down right there, right where the roundabout was. I mean that little corner
yeah,
piece.
yeah, chop
Yeah,
shop.
they about
No,
to tear that mud down.
you
No,
talking about
not pick
no, you talking about Big Dog
that little
store
detail shop. That little
next next to the
right when
blue
you turn it out. Where you used to live, right when you come out of that neighborhood
yeah
I was at.
yeah
It's
next to
right there on top of the hill. Yeah,
yeah
they got the red tag on there. They about to tear that mud down.
yeah that's the old next to the Blunt House.
Ha! To the blood house.
For real.
That's funny, man.
No, that's what it's
Yeah.
called. It's
But the
just
blood house?
yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
little convenience store, but yeah, yeah, that was old Big Dog shop.
Yeah. It's tough to, like I say, man, people don't realize how tough it is to really run a business for like over 5 or 10 years, man. It ain't that easy, man. It's actually a lot of work you got to put in. Then you got to
That's
keep up with the taxes. You got to keep up with your books. If you don't got the money to pay an accountant to do that, you got to do that.
yeah,
So,
and that's
man,
what
that's why a lot of people don't do it. They just do stuff for cash and they just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it happens a lot, man. But
Yeah.
times changing. It's going back slowly but surely.
What's that?
It's going back to the way it used to be in the '90s. Like you got to like the jobs ain't gonna be hiring like they used to.
This definitely ain't the time to be job hopping now, for real. Unless it's like a job is just gonna drop that paper off, man. But
And
it
they cut
ain't the
they
time.
cutting corners, so you.
Boy, they ain't lying. They cutting corners, boy, man,
Mm.
for real. But yeah, guys, we about to get off this thing, man. We had to come by and drop some insight on y'all, man. I know y'all tired of looking at the madness, man. Boy, every time I turn on, boy, something crazy happening, boy.
Mm-hmm.
See somebody fighting over there in John Burrow.
Dang.
Man, it's like somebody was running from the pops in Eastgate. Was that Eastgate? Dude was running from the car. He hopped off the bike and just took off.
I don't know.
Man, it was something I seen. Like boy, like Michael Johnson. Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I heard they about to tear down Shorter Garden now. Now they did him like Corday. I heard they about to demolish Shorter
I've been
Garden,
trying to
man.
tell people that.
What's that?
I said, boy, they fit to gentrify that area. They gave you enough time.
What they gonna put over there? Ain't nobody about the train tracks. How you gonna
Boy,
justify that?
shit, man, they gonna what you mean? You don't know all them townhouses over there.
No, that's some dorms for the college.
Yeah.
Shorter college. Yeah.
Man, come on, man. Insane, nigga. I told you 13 years ago. I
Man, you
said,
still talking about that clinic. That clinic ain't even open yet, is it?
I don't know.
Nah, it ain't open, man.
I don't know.
So over there in Rose City, that Baptist
I don't have
clinic.
to. I don't have to go that way. I don't have to. I really don't
I
have
don't
to go.
blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I had to go that way. I don't blame
Like I really don't have to go. No, I don't even have to go fully into Little Rock, like at all.
Your job on this side of town too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't have to see the city unless I really. And that's probably like once every 2 weeks. I don't have to go
Before
no
we
more.
get out of here, if you need them to come to your city, go to REM Lawn Service right there at the
Yeah,
top. You see it, man. You know what I'm saying? He can come to the city. If you make an
yeah,
appointment, he can come to the city. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He can go there.
Now if you got a regular yard now,
Ah, he said you got it right. He
I'm
said, I ain't finna
still.
mess up my blades. He said, I ain't finna mess up my
I
blades,
still
man.
get quality work now, but goodness, I ain't no
He said,
that.
I ain't no young boy no more, man.
No, and I ain't doing it for no $25, $40 either.
Man, if somebody asks you to do y'all 25 for, that's crazy, man. But I know they'll try you though. That's
Boy,
another thing about our people too. They'll try you, man. See how much they can get over on you, man. I can't stand when people do that too, man.
and if I give you a good quote, man, throw in a tip. It's okay. Throw in a tip.
Oh man.
Might get you pushed ahead of the line.
Might get you pushed ahead of this stupid, man.
I'm serious though, but no, no. Bet that up, man.
But all right, guys, finna get up out this thing, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks everybody for watching, and we are signing out.
Yep.